Hey, so the question today is how do I decide on buying a video card? I'm at Newegg right now, and I've gone and put in some artificial things. Those are that I only want to look at new cards, and I do that by clicking new when I'm at the graphics card section. And I have between $100 and $150. And I'm going to look at the top 4 cards and compare these cards to say which one of these is the best card for me to buy based on performance. So the way I'm going to compare these 4 cards is I'm going to go to Passmark. Go Passmark video card. And I'm going to go ahead and do the GPU compute benchmark chart. No, that's not. I'm going to do the comparison. Where am I at? I did the wrong one. Oh, I'll just go to video cards and then compare. Where's it at? Right there. Okay, so compare. So it lets me then type in up to 3 video cards and tells me everything about them. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this over to my other screen. I'm just going to start typing in the cards right off that. So the first one is a RX 570. And you can see right there it says 570. That's the one. There's no X or anything on it. So I'm going to add that. And that's right off this list. Radeon RX 570. The next one, that's also a 570. Let's see. This one has 4 gig, 4 gig. I got to consider those. They're going to come up with the same number, by the way, so there's no reason to put those both in. So this is also a 570. Holy moly. So let's see. And that's also a 570. Man, that's a bad comparison, isn't it? Because if I was going to buy that, I'd get one of these two. Let's see. 4 gig, 4 gig. It's exactly the same card. Exactly the same price. Either one of those would be fine. Let's go down. 570. Okay, let's do this 1050 Ti next. 1050 GTX 1050 Ti. And I lost my page here. And we'll use the 1650 as our GTX 1650 as our last one that we'll compare on this. So I'm going to type in 1650. And it is the 1650. Just make sure I'm looking at the other page. The 60, where'd I go? 60, that's it, 1650. Okay, so I hit compare, and all these then come up with numbers. Here's my numbers right there. So of those cards, the best one on this list is a 1650. Now, if I gave you 4 cards to compare, you might just take the lowest one and exit out. And then you could add another card onto my list. And let's see, I'm going to go down my list, see what else is on here. The RX 560. Let's try that one. RX 560. And we'll hit compare again and see. Nope, this GTX 1650 is the best one I can find on this list that I just did. So I'm looking right here, the big numbers in orange there are the ones I'm looking at. If I want to do some more comparison, you can see that they've all got the same. Ooh, this one doesn't. Ooh, poopy bus interface. X8. These have the same bus interface, desktop, core clock speeds. They aren't a direct comparison. One of them's an AMD, and this is an NVIDIA. A little bit slower core clock speed. This one is better. Maximum memory, you can have up to 8 gig in this one. We know that we looked at it was only 4. This has 4. OpenGL, this is a newer version of that API OpenGL. This one takes way less power and is 2 years newer. Wow, 1650 seems to be the one for me on this comparison. That's all there is to it. To compare video cards, to figure out which one is the best, you can just throw it right in there. Now, if I wanted to, I could also just go to the high-end list and look down the whole list and find all the cards. That works too. If I wanted to do that, I could just hit Control F and do 1650. That's the Super. That's not the same one we just looked at. We looked at the 1650 straight out of the box. There we go. Not the TI. This is 7775 rating. So I could do it that way too. I could just search for it straight off the chart, or I could put them in and let it do the comparison and show me those ones. But that's how we go and decide, hey, which one is the better graphics card? There are other sites that benchmark, but I'm asking you to use Passmark so that we're all using the same thing.